Economy apartments and houses are almost always unfurnished. The rooms are usually smaller than stateside. There are no closets. And the landlord does not provide any household appliances or light fixtures. In almost all cases, communities will furnish these items. Finding economy housing that suits you may take time and effort and a lot of patience, especially if you're assigned to a remote site in or near a popular vacation spot. Your sponsor will be able to help you both before and after you arrive. If you're assigned to Vicenza, the Housing Referral Office will help you make arrangements once you've found something satisfactory. In other locations, the local command, through your sponsor, will be your primary source of help. As a protection to you, an HRO official in Vicenza is required to review any contract you sign with an Italian landlord, along with a pre- and post-inspection of the quarters. Rents for economy apartments will vary according to size and location. Frequently, you will get more for your money than in the States. Keep in mind, however, that you will be required to pay a security deposit of up to 2 or 3 months' rent, plus a utility hookup fee. This can total as much as $1,500. This amount could be lower depending on where you are assigned. Wherever you end up living, the government will provide you with major appliances such as a refrigerator, stove, washer, and dryer. Basic furniture is provided on a temporary basis of up to 90 days or until your own arrives. As you plan what to bring, remember, the rooms are usually small and not everything you have may fit or be appropriate. For example, electrical power in Italy is generally 220-volt, 50-cycle, except in Villaggio della Pace units where there is 110-volt, 50-cycle power. That means that your 110 appliances will work there, but any motor-driven appliances will run slower. This affects what you should bring. Lamps are okay with Italian current. They just need 220-volt bulbs and inexpensive adapter plugs for European-style outlets. Radios will operate with transformers you can buy at the PX. Tape and record players run slower on 50-cycle current and will have to be modified at the PX. If you do not live in Villaggio della Pace, your U.S. television set can be modified to receive U.S. programs as well as programs from Italian television. Residents in Villaggio della Pace can also receive programming by cable from the Armed Forces Television Service and the Southern European Broadcasting Network, SEB, without any conversions. Just plug in the TV and turn it on. Telephone service in Italy is adequate, but new phones are in short supply. Getting one may take you several months, even up to a year. Should an emergency occur at home during that period, your family will have to reach you through the Red Cross. All this sort of thing can be spelled out for you by your local Army Community Service office. In fact, once you're here, you can turn to ACS to help you get settled into your new quarters. They have lending closets where you can borrow household utensils and other items on a temporary basis. And they can provide you with all kinds of assistance, services, and information about local facilities and community resources. Since finding appropriate housing on the economy may take several months or even longer, you will probably begin your tour in Italy by living in temporary housing. For example, the guest house at Caserma, Italy. Or you may be required to live in a local Italian hotel near your duty station. After housing, a major concern most families have is school for the kids. The Vicenza American School is an excellent, fully accredited U.S.-type school covering grades kindergarten through 12. A similar school, located in Livorno, serves students from Camp Darby. Children of families stationed at remote sites are taught at American schools in Ariano and Livorno. Since there are some sites that are simply too distant to permit busing of students to U.S. schools, you should advise your sponsor of your children's specific educational needs. If your family requires special education services, you should contact your local ACS and Milpo and inquire about the Army's Exceptional Family Member Program. The U.S. schools in Italy have hot lunch programs, club activities, and sports programs similar to those in the States. Plus, they offer field trips and learning experiences in the Italian culture. A daycare center is operated in Vicenza, at Caserma, Italy, and at Camp Darby on a schedule that may be handy if your spouse wants to go to work to help supplement the family income. Every effort is made to help Army spouses find jobs on U.S. military installations. However, there are usually more applicants than there are jobs available. In addition to child-oriented education and daycare, the Army offers a number of continuing education programs for adults in Italy. They range from pre-high school remedial and refresher studies to college level and advanced graduate degree programs. Something else you ought to think about is how you and your family are going to get around while you're in Italy. Facilities over here are normally dispersed, so you'll have to make frequent trips, especially if you live on the economy. Public transportation is excellent and inexpensive, but many people still want to have their own private vehicle. Keep this in mind. Italy and USA CTAF require U.S. private vehicles to pass rigid safety inspections before they are allowed to be driven. Check with your current installation's transportation office to find out about auto safety standards in Italy and Greece, so you can make any needed repairs or modifications before you depart, or make a decision whether to bring it at all. In Turkey, you are not authorized to have a privately owned vehicle. Driving in Italy and in Greece is different than back home. Many streets in the towns are very narrow, and handling and parking a car, especially a large one, can be difficult. On the autostradas, driving is faster, with fewer constraints. You will be required to learn the local laws to qualify for a command-issued driver's license. And you'll also be required to have liability insurance, with collision and comprehensive suggested for your peace of mind. Insurance rates are high and should be considered in your financial planning. You may have gathered by now that a PCS to Southern Europe can involve some substantial one-time costs to get started. Despite an assignment in Southern Europe will be a satisfying and rewarding experience when you plan ahead for your trip and are prepared to meet your financial obligations. Discuss your specific situation with your sponsor or ACS financial counselor, and arrive knowing that you will not be overextended financially. Then, you'll be able to do your job as a soldier effectively and efficiently. And you'll be able to take the fullest advantage of the opportunities open to you in this interesting country. You can enjoy visits to picture book locales that will take your breath away. You'll be able to join regularly scheduled trips to ski resorts in the nearby Dolomite Mountains, arranged by USM-CAV, the U.S. Military Community Activity, Vicenza. If you aren't a skier now, you can be by the time you complete your tour here. You'll also have plenty of time to participate in a variety of other outdoor recreational activities. You may especially enjoy the popular sport of Volksmarching, walking in groups along a specified course through local forests or through historic areas of famous cities or towns. You can enjoy the famous food and wine of Italy in a variety of different eating places. You will learn that over here, the main meal is at midday, followed by a period of relaxation, or riposo. As you meet the Italian people of northern Italy, you will learn that they're generally attractive, intelligent, and well-dressed. Like all other cultures, they have some customs that are different from our own. Your sponsor can help acquaint you with Italian customs to help you make your stay here more enjoyable. The bottom line of a successful experience here in Italy is being able to communicate with the local people, and that begins with attempting to learn the language. The Army's Gateway or Head Start programs are good places to begin. When you can converse in Italian, you'll be able to make friends easier and enjoy your travels in Italy to the fullest. The main thing you want when you get orders is peace of mind. Contact your sponsor and let him or her know about your special needs and arrival date. Your local ACS can also provide you with useful information. Review your ACS orientation package. Turn to your local ACS center. Learn all you can about Italy, or Greece or Turkey if you're headed for either of those CTAF commands. Begin studying the appropriate language and plan ahead. When you prepare yourself for your PCS in Southern Europe, you will help assure that your arrival here will be the beginning of one of the most positive experiences of your life.